Joining me now is Congresswoman Laura Gillen from the state of New York. The Congresswoman is one of the 10 Democrats who voted to censure Congressman Al Green. First time on the Hill, freshman Congresswoman. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Thank you, Blake. Glad to be with you tonight.
So tell me why you decided. You are one of the 10. Tell me why you decided to do it.
Look, there is a certain level of decorum and civility that should be adhered to on the floor. If Democrats want Republicans to adhere to those standards, then we have to make sure our own colleagues adhere to the same standards. This is not unprecedented. Democrats censored Joe Wilson for yelling at President Obama on the floor, and I think that we should hold ourselves to the same standard. And look, the American people have indicated that their approval rating of Congress has never been lower. They want to see us working together and actually getting things done to improve their lives. That's what I'm trying to do every day on the Hill, and when we have stunts like this, it doesn't instill any faith that Congress is actually doing that. What we should be talking about is why the stock market is plunging, why this tariff plan is going forward. That's what I wanted to hear in the State of the Union. I didn't want these performative stunts.
Here's what I'm asking Democrats, and maybe you can help me here, Congresswoman, because we saw leading into it all the videos from the senators that had the exact same message. Then in the House, the Democratic members, some of them were holding up the placards with basically the exact same message. I'm trying to figure out who's leading your party right now. Do you have a sense of who's leading the Democratic Party, that a lot of this stuff, and clearly with the congressman doing what he did, seemed to be orchestrated?
In the House caucus, Hakeem Jeffries is our leader.
No, I know he's the leader, but like, is he running the party? Like,
yes.
Who's making the decisions? We're going to put out all these videos. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Who's making those decisions? We are
unified in a strategy, a litigation strategy, a messaging strategy, a mobilization strategy. If some members choose to do things, leadership did not encourage rowdy behavior. They want us to be the grown-ups in the room, and that's what I tried to do. And we're trying, I believe that we need to move away from this hyper-partisanship. It's really hurting our nation. It was sad to see that on display in the president's address. I was disappointed that in some of my colleagues who didn't stand for the widow of Officer Jonathan Diller and the little DJ boy who just survived cancer, DJ Daniel.
Yeah, here's what you posted. You said you had a post in which you called out your own colleagues for not standing up for that 13-year-old child. Did you, and what did you make of them not?
I think that anger at the president is guiding decisions, but you would have to ask to my colleagues. But for me, that was an easy decision that I should support that young man.
President Trump put out this post, Congresswoman, of the evening. He said this could be on analyzing the full tape of this historic event, speaking to Republicans, your full campaign to victory. In other words, Republicans can take what happened and win any race in the country. Good luck. For those watching here on NewsNation or listening to us on Sirius XM, I know this, you know this, but you're in one of the most competitive districts in this country. You beat Congressman Anthony D'Esposito, who was on this show quite often, in a very competitive race. You won by 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think President Trump is right there? Did Democrats make your job harder come November of next year?
I think that President Trump spent a lot of time doing shout-outs during his address because he didn't want to talk about the economy. He didn't want to talk about how he's not delivering on bringing costs of goods down. The people in my district want to see their prices go down. It's one of the most expensive places to live. Nothing is being done that's solving that. He didn't want to talk about abolishing the Department of Education and the impact that that will have on people. He didn't want to talk about the mass firings and the people whose lives are being upended and destroyed callously by these mass firings. He didn't want to talk about the lack of transparency in DOJ. I'm all for government efficiency and tightening government's belt, but you have to do it in a deliberative fashion, and you have to do it in a transparent fashion, not with a wrecking ball.
Congresswoman Laura Gillen, as I mentioned, in one of the most competitive districts in this country, I suspect we'll see you back here on the Hill over the upcoming years. Congresswoman, thanks so much for being with us tonight. All right, thank you.